Good morning. This is Jennie Hendricks, Century 21 Prestige Realty, bringing you your Monday morning market update. It is April 20th. It's 4:20, and we're on episode 15 of your Monday morning market updates. So, how's the market? What's happening? There are currently 206 active residential listings in the Cedar City, Enoch, and immediate surrounding area. So that's a little bit higher than it has been, but it's tracking about where it was last week. So we'll see if that continues to be a trend or if that is just something that is happening in the short term. 12-month running, the median list price is about $295,000. The 12-month running average, the sales price is $234,000. And again, that's really been tracking close to where we've been for quite a long time. So that's holding steady there. 923 sales in the last 12 months, which means there's about 79 per month that are selling. We talked last week, I think it was, that we talked about the absorption rate. So if we look at our absorption rate right now, I'm going to give you two numbers. There's a 12-month total and then a 6-month total, because the 6-month total is going to be, sort of coming out of the winter time, which is sometimes a slower market. But so the 12-month absorption rate is 2.7 months. So that's 2.7 months of inventory if no new inventory would be added to the market. Our 6-month absorption rate is 3.2 months. So that's an indicator that there's a little bit more inventory that's being added to the market. Sales are slightly slower, but still we're seeing some really good stuff happening in our market. Okay, let's talk about buyers and sellers right now. First of all, for buyers, interest rates are still good. They're still in like the mid to high 3% range, depending on what type of loan you're getting. And I get asked a lot lately, is this a good time to buy? Is this a good time to sell? I'll tell you what the answer to that question is. It depends on your own situation. The folks that are in the market right now as buyers and sellers are serious, okay? They are the folks who need to buy. They are the folks who need to sell. And I can tell you that the buyers right now are the ones who are pre-approved, ready to go, and they are serious about buying. So the answer to that question, again, is very individual, and it depends on what your own situation is. But there's definitely still market activity happening right now. Okay, I'm going to talk to my buyers now just for a second. I want to talk about mortgages. It's really, really important to work with a local lender right now. There's some subtleties that are going on in the market. There's some shifts that have happened. We talked about that a couple of weeks ago. I think it was in episode 13. We talked about the lending guidelines that had shifted just a little bit. So the most important thing that you can do right now as a buyer is don't change your financial position at all. If you are in the market, if you've already been pre-approved, don't buy a car, don't buy furniture. And this is kind of weird advice unless you kind of follow the markets, but don't pay off your credit cards. Make sure your financial situation is really, really stable. Before you do anything, talk to your lender and make sure that you're making the correct move, because there are people who are very close with these new lending guidelines. So if something shifts at all, it could bump someone out of where they were pre-approved, and we don't want that to happen. We want everybody to be happy and everybody to get a home or sell a home that wants to. Sellers, let me talk to you for just a minute. What's the process for putting a home on the market? It's not a lot different. It's really not right now. We're still going to talk to you about staging, decluttering, curb appeal, just all of those things that are really important whenever you're putting a home on the market. Now, one thing that I find is really, really interesting, we actually just like 2 days ago put a home under contract where the buyer hadn't seen it. We did a video walkthrough, a video open house. We've talked about those before. And the buyer actually is buying it sight unseen personally. They trusted their agent to go in and really dive into those details on the home. So that is something that we may see more of, especially for long distance buyers. The mechanics of selling your home haven't changed. So we're as an industry, we're still here for you. We're still working really hard to make sure that these transactions get closed. So what's the big picture? Really quick. I think that we're in a temporary situation. I think that there will be pent-up demand when everything kind of opens up, which looks like it might start opening up here in the next few weeks. I think when the economy starts bouncing back, you're going to see a lot more buyer demand and sellers who are ready to test that market again. I'm just really optimistic about Cedar City's ability to come back from this. Everybody is working really hard. Everybody is on the same team. So hang in there, folks. We are going to get through this. And if I can answer any questions for you, if I can provide any information, if I can help you with any resources, please reach out and let me know. And have a great week. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.